What's going on, world? It's your boy Jamie the Motivator again, entrepreneur, motivational speaker, and today we're here on another episode of the Too Crowded Podcast, where I talk to successful individuals about what made them successful, what's their philosophy for success, and today I'm here with one of my close friends, Dope Zulu. Hey man, welcome to the couch, man.
Man, I'm glad. Hey, thanks for having me, bro.
It's been a minute, man. I see you all over the world. I see you representing for your country.
Yeah.
I see you holding it down. Introduce to the world who you are.
Oh man, it's Vocal Feed J, aka Dope Zulu, man.
Hey.
In the beautiful Wakanda, Zamunda, whatever you want to call it, but Liberia for sure.
Absolutely. So I knew you originally through videography, through the creative space. You were one of my first videographers that made me look great, and you just was behind the scenes guy. Now I see you evolve over the years. It's kind of hard to place you in the box because you do so much. So what do you call yourself?
The African superhero. But I keep like the video work. I keep that kind of like on the tuck now because like I don't want people to kind of look at me as a videographer, the artist first. You see what I'm saying? Because like, if you try to mix it, people don't really respect your craft, I think.
And why is that?
Oh, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, like
It's too accessible or something at that point?
a little bit, but it's more like, okay, if you're trying to build star power and you shoot somebody video, they're like, hey, bro, get me, bro. It's like, it takes it away from you
being a star.
Yeah, because you like kind of, I don't want to say like a butler or nothing like that, but you feel more like the Jeffrey of the situation.
Yeah, you're more serving than you actually being the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know everything what comes with being an artist is creating that lifestyle and creating that image that they want to become.
Facts.
So I guess that do make sense. So, boom, this is Too Crowded, man. There's thousands of rap artists. There's thousands of people from different countries of Africa.
Yeah.
What makes you stand out?
I know, bruh, I mix English and my dialect the best.
Okay, break that down to me.
Like, okay, who's a perfect example? Burna Boy does a good job at it, but it's like he uses like the Nigerian dialect with English.
Okay.
Like it's still kind of rough. Or Sean Paul.
Okay.
Because sometimes he get flack for like not being raw enough for him being Jamaican.
Yep.
But he mixes it well so people can kind of get it. Bad Bunny also too. He's not just raw Spanish, but he kind of mixes English with it too. Like,
Okay. So you've been able to make that your style, and you've seen that people just respond in a way that
For sure.
just makes you stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I listened to a few of your songs and I'm loving the melody, and I'm like, well, I really kind of don't understand, but if I keep playing them over and over, then it kind of
just catch the beat.
It comes.
That's it.
Absolutely, man. So I'm wearing my hustle outfit today. Define hustle. What that means to you?
An insatiable. Is that the word? Insatiable. Insatiable desire to win.
Okay. What
Like,
that means to you?
It's not necessarily just finances, but like you just refuse to just be down. Like you, regardless, like you could be homeless, but you're gonna find a way to not just survive, but to thrive.
Okay.
You're trying to work to thrive, not work to survive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with you being an artist, how long have you like been into this space? When did you know you really wanted to become an artist? And take the responsibility on representing your country.
That would be okay. Then that would be right 2015. I was supposed to film for Meezy. Is 21 Savage manager. Meezy hit me up to shoot one of his videos. I think it was Dip, and I was like, nah, man, I got a prior engagement in Baltimore to shoot our award show. It's called the Liberian Entertainment Awards. But this is my first time ever seeing our culture like on display musically like that. So when I saw it, I'm like, dang, bro, like, I really want to be a part of this. But I know Meezy was kind of like, man, you going to choose that over this. But I already knew they was going to win. Cause at the time, it was like Lucci and Savage. They was winning. But something just drew me to go out there just to try it out. You know what I mean?
Your passion.
Yeah, it's my passion.
So you went out there and you started knowing that you was good.
Nah, I ain't know.
You didn't even know.
I just wanted to get immersed in the culture, bro. Mind you, Buck was in the culture harder than I was at the time.
Really?
Yeah, I was full steam with the camera. Like, I didn't even really tell people I did music.
Yeah, and that was kind of like a shock for me because I know you like 3 or 4 years, and then I started seeing you spitting, and I'm like, wow, it's a whole new lane.
Yeah.
So now, where do you see yourself going in that industry? Like, what's the focus and the blueprint at this point?
Okay. The thing is, I want to just use my popularity through music, become like an African like deity. or like, you know how they run like Bad Boy or
Akon.
Def Jam. Yeah, not necessarily Akon, because Akon, like, I don't think he really cares about music as heavy as I do, or entertainment, but I want to be able to become like a Spielberg in one space, have my own energy drink, have my own chips, have my own movie situation, have my models. Like, I want to be a mogul.
Wow.
So I'm saying, for like Africa, period. But the best way to get it through, to get through to people in
Is to
Africa,
have a
through
high
music.
level of success.
Yeah, through music.
Wow. So up until this point, like, what's some of the resistance or what's some of the challenges you've been occurring so far?
My ex.
Yeah, I know that was a
My
big one,
ex,
man.
yeah.
I know you. I thought you gonna have an Amazon special, Amazon Prime special. You know, because it was one of those things.
It was a movie. But the corruption in Africa, bro, like especially in Liberia, like, is a lot of under the table type stuff, man. And anybody that's from LIV, they know, like, yeah, it's some corrupted junk out there, dog. Like, if you try to get inside the industry, man, they'll take your money, won't play your song.
Kind of blackball you.
Yeah, the blackball is real too, because it's a trap. Like, if you're not on the home soil, they're like, we're not gonna let you get paid from way over there and come over here and try to make money. So, a lot of that.
So while you was building that, like, how did the whole scenario, and how did that finish with your ex? And because I know this was the beginning of the music career, and then I later on saw that, you know what I'm saying, you was going through X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So how did that?
I mean, I can't too much say a name, but it's like, just how did it? What do you mean, like, how did it go?
Yeah, at the end, like, how did it transpire to get you here? Because I know you took a major losses during this time.
But I wouldn't even say I learned that from you. Nothing grows in comfort zone, bro.
Okay.
Like, I don't call it a loss. It's a lesson. Like, if it wasn't for that entire situation, bro, my story wouldn't be as dope as it
Absolutely.
is.
So you was listening.
Yeah, like, I was listening, bro. Like, nah, I wish I could go into detail about that, man. But if you know, bro.
Absolutely. So you caught your losses lessons. So what's been some of your greatest successes during this time? Or just getting here to this day?
Or out of that situation?
No, just in life in general. Like, what's been some of your greatest successes, like, in music, in life, in this new lane that you're in?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hate to sound like a romantic. I'm not romantic at all. Like, for real. No homo, but meeting my girl, like, for real, that was, like, big. Everything turned around because I was working really, really hard. But it's like, certain things was missing because I don't really know how to communicate.
I mean, that's a lot of men.
Like, I don't know how to communicate, and I'm terrible with organizing. And she helped really put that together.
So talk to the men, because I know a lot of times, like, even for myself, like, being vulnerable is don't feel good. Nah. And, like, kind of talking about your feelings don't feel good. Nah. You know, like, explaining, well, I was offended when you said this. Ooh, you know, my feelings was kind of like, so how can you help the men, you know, be able to talk about that? Because it's like, that's not talked about. Yeah.
All right, it's two situations though. Like, if you don't, I feel like if you don't have your foundation laid yet, don't even get into a relationship. Don't. I'm telling you, bro. Don't let nobody lie to you. You cannot do it.
And when you mean foundation, gets
like,
specific.
okay, say if you're
like, you talking about your finances and
not even finances. Like, okay, let's say if you're trying to be a basketball player or a YouTube star or something like that. If you don't have a YouTube channel yet, and at least 1,000 followers or some form of traction, do not get in a relationship. You need to have some type of groundwork.
So focus.
Personal trainer. Don't get into a relationship until you have a gym. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it because you're not going. You need to give it like 110%. So don't try to balance that out. And after you get that, then you might want to kind of dabble in that a little bit, but it's not easy, bro. And to go back to the vulnerable situation is, hey, if you know when it's not working, bro. Like, if you arguing too much, bro, cut it off. It's not worth it, bro. Y'all can. It might not be the right time. Come back to it. Do not. At the end of the day, when God call you home, bro, it's just you. Like, yeah, don't take that, bro. Don't be sitting up there. You spending more time arguing with your girl than you are chasing your dreams. Then you need to just leave that situation alone.
Yeah, I think, like, what I'm seeing is, like, a lot of men or men and women, like, they broken already, and they're trying to get into a relationship, looking to become whole from that person. Nah. You know, so how you maneuver through that? Because I'm sure you dated women that dated you for you to make them whole.
Nah, not really. I'm bad with relationships, bro. But I have entertained broken women. And your question was as far as, like, how do you deal with them?
Yeah, like, how do you overcome that?
You don't.
Okay. So what do you do?
You don't. Relationship's just not that deep. Why you got to deal with somebody, bro? Deal with. Nah, you don't got to deal or handle nobody. We are not animals, bro. Rent too high, gas too high. You ain't got to deal with nothing, bro.
So what about that rhetoric? Cheaper to keep it. Like, it's cheaper. Like, cause I know I see a lot of people kind of broken and broke, and they feel like, well, we might as well just stay together. We might as well just pay bills together.
Nah, bro.
You know, it's Atlanta. You know, everything is $3,000 a month. So we might as well just stay together.
All my normal people, listen, there's nothing wrong about being normal, but this is the part where you need to log off. Like, you need to change this. I'm not talking to the normal people. There's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5, waking up every day and keeping a routine. That's cool. I'm talking about for my people who want to be abnormal, meaning 6 figures and up. Because there's nothing normal about making $100,000 a year. Get that straight. So if you're doing normal things, that's when you'll be able to deal with a relationship. Then deal with it. You want to be normal. If there's nothing wrong working at Walmart, Sound Club, that's cool. That's normal though.
Yeah, we all been there.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to blow a bag on your birthday at the section, you know what I'm saying, at the club, that's normal, cool. Do that. But you're going to get normal results every time. But if you want to make 6 figures, you're going to have to do things that the normal people aren't doing.
Absolutely.
Normal people aren't sitting up there at 4 o'clock in the morning arguing with their girl every weekend. That's just not a normal thing. It's not an abnormal thing to do. You don't get mad because somebody left pickles off your sandwich. You're bigger than that. It's like, hey, bro, it's all cool. It's all right. I got bigger fish to fry. I'm about to go to the studio. I'm finna go work out. I'm finna do something different than sit here and argue at Chick-fil-A about y'all forgetting my sauce.
So that kind of brings me to like what you described was a high performer. So how do you make sure that you're always operating at the highest level from managing all the different areas you have to in life?
For me, my faith. So prayer, like I'm a strong Christian, man. I believe in faith because that's my main thing. Like Jesus, that's my foundation. After that will be your circle, who you surround yourself with. Because you're going to find a lot of dark and lonely times, a lot of those where it feels like it's not working, bro. You need a few people that's going to always give you that kick every time. You really need that, bro. In this journey, anybody will tell you that when you on this road, bro, it's like almost borderline suicidal sometimes.
Yeah, it's lonely.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you need that. You need first faith in God, whatever you have faith in. Mine is Jesus, but you need friends, bro. That work, not just sit around and just smoke all day. I'm talking about people who really got motion, bro. You can't, if all y'all broke and you don't have nobody to listen to, y'all not gonna go nowhere. Like, y'all have no blueprint.
So how do you maneuver like having faith in your industry? Like, cause you know everything with entertainment and the rap industry, like a lot of people lose their morals. They lose who they are. Trying to like, you know, you don't never hear nobody talk about their faith. Like everybody get awards, like, oh thank God, but you don't know who their God is.
Yeah, facts.
How have you been able to like keep that sacred?
Seeing it. Like if you really see the evilness in it, sometimes it gets so evil that you know it's gotta be something good on the other side. It's dark. Like a lot of that, I'm not gonna sit here and say Illuminati, but it's some junk. I done seen some stuff, so yeah.
So what do you think Illuminati is? Cause that's a good question. Like I always ask people, like, you think it's really like a higher being and they're worshiping? I kind of just think anything that's of power and control is Illuminati. Yeah. Now we know there's evil dwellings and there's evil spirits, but you know, do I think that these 10 people are in a room and they're like, you know, bowing down and praying? I just think they're operating at a certain level. They closing the door and they're blocking people out, and it becomes a control on that end. So how do you see it?
That's part of it, but I think at the top there is some funny junk going on. Like for real. They just won't see it. I don't think Jay-Z is down praying to some demonic entity. I don't think so, but I just know the people who probably cut him a check probably is.
Yeah, because you know sometimes when we do that, we kind of take away from their success. Yeah. Like you kind of like diminishes somebody's success. True. And it's like, you know, 20 years ago, you know, they right where we at now. True. And it's like, so in 20 years, are we gonna be Illuminati members?
Nah, I think for real, you gotta be chosen. Honestly, they don't just get anybody. Like if like us, we're pretty much smarter. Like it's like they know who they can control.
And when you say they, who is they? Who's the they? Like, you know, it's like, do we really even talk about it? Like, everybody saying they and the people and all this.
But like, question like this, all right, if you believe in the Bible?
Absolutely.
And so what happened to Satan? The one Satan sent down here, right?
Right. He was one of the biggest angels, and he got cast out of heaven.
That's the day. He wasn't cast by himself, right?
Correct.
He came out here with an army.
Right.
Put it like this, everybody who probably works, that fought with Satan, not with him no more. It's like, hey, bro, we don't work for you no more, we lost. So you got a bunch of different entities doing their own thing.
Wow.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I can put it like that. So that's the real they.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let the world fool you like everything physical. Most of our fights are spiritual, bro. If you addicted to sex to a point where it's insatiable, bro, hey, you got some other junk, bro, going on. It's not just like, oh, we just embrace it, bro. You got some stuff. Like, you just can't stop stealing. You really got some gens on you, bro. It's not just physical, man. Half of this stuff that we're saying is not just physical. Most of it's spiritual.
The fight is definitely the spiritual, and the spiritual within the mind or the mental. So that brings me to like, how do you keep yourself guarded? How do you keep your mental mind guarded, and how you deal with stress?
Holding myself accountable. Always. It's no one's fault. That's just me. It's nobody's fault. I could go out in the traffic right now and somebody rear end me. It's my fault. Because I'm like, I could stay home. You know what I'm saying? So when you start to see nonsense, like it's like you're gonna be like, dang, bro, you know what? I kind of went behind Six Flags to go smash that girl. That's my fault. So I don't know what she's doing in the corner. She could be practicing Wiccan or whatever. She might have, matter of fact, her ex-boyfriend could have been a murderer or something like that. But those spirits getting on me. Right. Bro, that's my fault.
So,
that's how I look at it.
And then once you experience that, like, and you know that you're dealing with that stress, like, how do you maneuver it? Because what I'm saying is, man, like, so many people are accomplishing levels of success or they reaching for levels of happiness, but they don't have a process for dealing with life. And life happens.
Yeah.
But it's like when it happens to most people, and most people don't have peace, they don't know how to deal with stuff, and it's like, it just takes them and pull them in so many different directions. And I know you see it.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what I'm saying, it goes back to being accountable. Like, you deal with it, learning that regardless is your fault. You're gonna get stressed when you can't pinpoint something, like why.
Yeah.
And then also just have an open, most people have a closed mind. So like you might think what you're going through is like the worst. Bro, if I take you to Liberia and I show you some of the junk in the streets, what they going through every day, you're gonna be like, bro, this is a cakewalk. Yeah. Like go to a children's hospital and see a little kid dying of cancer, the doctor telling this little 9-year-old boy, you got 2 months to live, and he's dying he in the hospital spending Christmas there, dying of cancer. You'll know like your situation really isn't that big. You need to stop crying, bro. Like, I'm not telling you bad things are not gonna happen, but your situation, trust me, it's not that bad. As I'm talking to y'all right now, there's somebody getting sliced in half with a chainsaw, bro. Yeah. For just no reason, just because it's faith in God, just because maybe his family snitched on somebody. For real, bro, this is real stuff, man. Like, it's not that bad. If your biggest concern is finances or you getting a BBL and your breast not big enough, bro, you good. Trust me. I mean,
wow. So with all that wisdom and that knowledge, like, what do you tell your 20-year-old self if you was having a conversation with him? You know, what do you say to him or that 20-year-old girl? Because you've reached a place that a lot of people haven't even experienced yet.
I would say, I was gonna say lock in, but I'll say, damn, y'all gonna hate me for this. Don't go to college.
Okay, write that down with you.
I didn't know it was like at that time when you were young, you don't know it's like a really a institution. It's like, hey, we're gonna teach you how to fit in and keep the system going. Rather, okay, let me break it down like this. College is teaching you how to run Walmarts and how to manage them, not how to build your own. So if I would have known this, like, they don't reward you for thinking outside the box. And I had a professor, shout out to Dr. Nixon. He used to tell me this every day for like 3 weeks. What color is the grass? So I'm gonna ask you, what color is the grass?
It's green.
No, it's not. What color is the grass?
It's green.
It's not. So what color is the grass to a dog?
Whatever they.
Black and white, right? Black and white. So is the grass green?
It's whatever they see it is.
Everything is relative, bro. Don't let nobody tell you what your reality should be. Now, I'm not saying like stone cold truths. I'm just saying your reality. Like, if you feel like one day your idea could be $1 million idea, don't let nobody tell you otherwise.
Right.
And college has a great way of putting you in that box. Like, you can't do that. You can't make, like, Slutty Vegan. You cannot make millions of dollars off of a vegetarian hamburger named after sex positions. You can't. This is impossible.
Correct.
College does a great job of making you feel like you're crazy if you're different.
Wow.
So I'll tell myself, don't go to school.
So we tell so many kids to don't go to college, or we tell them to don't go into it. But sometimes we don't back it up with telling them what to do or how to find that knowledge or education. For me, at 19, when I said, okay, I'm not going to go to college, what I saw was I got to figure out how I'm going to continue to educate myself. Because I was like, okay, I'm going to start my business at 19. But when I become successful, how do I maintain that success? Like, how do I, continue to learn and grow? Because I have success at 19, but what about 20 and 21 and 22? Yeah. So what's your advice on that? Like
how to maintain success?
Yeah, just, don't go to college. So how do you find yourself? How do you find your purpose? How do you find, what you are supposed to be doing, and how do you build through that?
Limit, because you it's not a situation where you have to find it for the most part, but what I can say is just limit your mistakes, and it's just gonna happen. Like as you get older, you're gonna still find things that you're like, dang, I wish I would have knew that earlier. Like, it's your path. If you could minimize your mistakes, it'll find you. Don't worry about, like, if you out there, you're making it tougher for yourself. The more cases you get, the more kids you have by ratchet people, you know what I'm saying? You just making it, the more debt you put yourself, you just making it harder. But if you could keep your head above water long enough, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna find you. You don't have to do too much, but you have to want it too, though. Not just saying it. If you just saying it with your mouth and not your legs or your heart, you really trying to go get it, it's not gonna happen. I don't care how much you talk about it. You know those type of people that literally spend more time playing the game or drinking than chasing their own dreams. That's a different situation. So yeah.
Who inspires you
to do what? Just anything?
To operate at your highest. Like, who motivates you?
I had somebody one time too. I just forgot. It was a what I can think of right now is this it was a Christian pastor. I think it was a pastor. This guy has no legs, no arms, and this dude is like the happiest dude ever, bro. He's married with children. Like, literally, all this is cut off. All this is cut off, bro. They just like pick him up and just move him around from place to place to like do messages. It's like to see him that happy, bro. Like, I ain't, for the most part, I don't have an excuse, bro.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, to see his story, how he got bullied and like him wanting to kill himself and stuff like that. Yes, that's the stories like that motivate me. But that's one particular person I can say motivated me.
Wow. This makes me think about what does legacy mean to you?
Legacy. You got a good one and a bad one. It's whatever you can leave behind when you're no longer here for the most part. So, shoot, if you known for robbing people, that's your legacy when you gone, bro. That's what they know you for.
Exactly.
That's it to me. Whatever lives after you.
So every single day that you building towards something, have you thought about that you may build and create something that you may not get a chance to experience, but it's for your kids' kids?
That's my greatest fear, bro.
Yeah.
To not be around for what you built.
Yep.
That's
because it's like we all want to be successful, but what if like we don't get a chance to experience it? Like, you ever thought about that? Because I don't think some people ask themselves that.
I do. When I think about all the painters, like, don't let the history books fool y'all. Like Michelangelo, all the people like did all them paintings. They was known as weirdos. You know, bro. You know Tesla lived a miserable life, bro. Tesla never awarded this man for his genius while he was here.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be that guy, man.
Yeah, even down to like, when we go to Disney World, Walt Disney. Like a lot of these people that we, see success with, Tom Ford, Ford,
Yeah. Wait, Tom Ford is Ford?
No, so not Tom Ford. That's the cologne. Henry Ford. There we go. Ford, okay. But I don't think he really had a chance to really,
he did.
Enjoy his success. So True. How does that make you feel to know that you may get to that level?
Man, that's scary. That's why I try to lock in so much. And also, I want the people I love to be here. Like, I want my parents to see it too. So that's why it's like a race against the clock. They really get it done. Like, I want the people I love to really see what I'm doing.
Yeah, for me, I just think about like just maximizing my time. Like, we don't know the day. But I just feel like, finding success on a daily within the struggle. Because it's like, I think what's another daunting part for me is like getting, like, not knowing how to celebrate along the journey. Not knowing how to like take them little pit stops to like really like, damn, see how far I came. Yeah. Because if you don't do that, you get into those points where you still like, man, I want to go, I want to go, I want you, because this is what happened. We gonna make 50,000, now we want 100. Yeah. Make 100,000, now we want 500,000. So how do you keep yourself grounded to not like just keep going forward, but to enjoy the process?
Just enjoy it. I don't care. I don't care to celebrate it. Like, I know to catch myself in the moment. I know when I'm on the stage, in my mind, I'm already happy. Like, hey, bro, I prayed for this. Why I'm there? Like, I gotta start, man. I'm glad you brought that. I didn't even pray my last show, but that's a whole nother thing. But I gotta start praying. But I always catch myself in that moment, like, this is what I wanted. That's my birthday. That's my birthday gift. That's my celebration. While I'm doing it, I'm already thanking God, like, hey, this is what I asked for.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, asking somebody what they're grateful for.
Yeah.
Like, what are you grateful for? Because it's a small question. We look at it as being small, but a lot of people are not grateful.
Nah, for real.
Like, and it's not until you become intentional with it that you realize that, you know, that's something big to think about. True.
Yeah. I mean, I'm grateful for everything, but before myself, though, like, I'd rather be grateful for everything around me. Like, I'm grateful that everybody around me is still breathing. Because it's like, I don't care how much success I got. If the people I love sick, laid up in the hospital, somewhere else, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be happy. So that's one of my Achilles heels is like, if my situation, like, for the people that I love around me not well, then I'm kind of like broken. But if I can wake up and know that my friends and family okay, I'm good.
Right, that's good stuff.
I can handle everything else.
So with every conversation, I always bring up a certain quote or affirmation that means something to me. This conversation made me think about stand tall through it all. And for me, it's like, you know, when I had those dark moments, when I had those moments where, you know, fear coming up, or I seemingly might have, you know, missed the opportunity, and that kind of brings me through a stress. Like, I find myself in a dark place, but then quickly, like, I stand through it, and then before you know it, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
What's a quote that you live by? What it mean to you?
Repeat it one more time.
What's a quote or a mantra you gotta tell yourself? Cause you know, like, honestly, like, I tell people all the time, I'm Jamie the Motivator, but before I can motivate anybody, I gotta motivate the man in the mirror.
Yeah.
Cause if I can't keep him motivated, it's gonna come off as, oh man, he's just talking. Like, it's just, but so that's something. Like, what do you do for yourself
to motivate myself? Oh, it's first. I think it's like multiple things I do. I start off.
But what do you say to yourself, and then what it mean to you? Like, do you give yourself like, yo, Zulu, you need to tighten up? Like, what do you tell yourself? Yeah.
I start with devotion, but it's a go-to song I got. E.T. got a song called Go Hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I just look in the mirror and just do this. To that song. Yeah, all he says in the whole song is go hard. And I just look at myself like, just go hard. I just start beating my chest. No cap. Like, it's to the point where I look insane. I'll just be in the bathroom just pounding my chest to this song. And you just shake it off. And recognize that it's gonna come again, and you good. Recognize it's just a spirit, it's just not you. It's like, you'll look at yourself and don't want to be here no more, and realize that's just a spirit. It's not really real, bro. I'm not sure what depression is, but it's not. I don't think it's like chemical, bro. It's like stuff really like demons trying to throw you off, bro.
Yeah, depression is like, you just allowing the pressure to get you.
Yeah.
Depression.
Hey,
think about it when you really hit. All right, man. How can they find you, and then close the world out to a message that you have for them?
Okay, you can find me at Dope Zulu on all platforms, DOPEZULU. And a message, bro. You're not alone. Right now, I want to give you something for like now, 2022. You're not alone, and separate. Like this year to separate the goat from the sheep. Whether you're gonna follow or you're gonna be the greatest of all time. But don't be alone, bro. You're not by yourself. Don't think your situation is the worst situation. There's people going through much worse. And if you are those going through much worse, stay prayed up and still try to find somebody that's going through that similar situation. Y'all stick together. Y'all can conquer it, bro.
And overcome it. That's good stuff. Well, we're here with another episode again. Make sure you take your notes, comment, like, and share this video with somebody who you want to inspire them to just live at the optimal level, where you want to go into being an artist, where you want to go in and maneuver through life. This is what you want to do. And as always, I meet you at the top because the bottom is too crowded.
Yes, sir.